Hello and welcome to DNA. You're watching Editor's Table. I'm Chitresh and with me is Tanveer Agin, the editor languages for DNA. So today we'll be discussing about one issue that has taken over the country, taken over the headlines, Karnataka Reservation Bill. So the Karnataka government has got a new reservation bill that gives reservation to Kannadigas in private sector. So these are big shares of the overall employment in the private sector that is being given to the locals. So this has created a huge uproar, so much that the government was forced to temporarily pause the bill in less than 24 hours of clearing it. So there are many questions out here. It's what is the backlash about? What is the bill expected to do? What does the industry think? But today we'll be discussing the first and foremost question: what was the motive behind the bill, behind bringing the bill for the government? So Tanveer, what is the bill? You explain, and what is the motive?
See, I think let me first explain the bill. What the bill is all about. The government of Karnataka, they have come up with a bill in which they have asked the private firms to reserve 50% of the seats in management role for people of Karnataka, and 70% of the seat in non-management role for people of Karnataka, and 100% of seat in C and D category, which include peons and all those admin boys, office boys and all, for Kannadigas. I think the only motive behind doing this is to promote this Kannadiga sentiment, and this is complete. I view it as a completely political move to just gain the vote of the people of Karnataka and just to stay in power. For me, these kind of steps taken by any government, this step was taken by Haryana government also a few months ago when Manohar Lal Khattar was in power. He said that the private company which are operating from Gurgaon and Faridabad and some other part of the state, they should keep some seat reserve in private sector for people of Haryana. This kind of bill has come up with Jharkhand also. But in both these states we have seen that these kind of bill never see the light of the day, because I believe that we should not keep reservations, issues like things like reservation in private sectors. I am not taking away anything from government sector or the people who are working in government sector. They are also very talented. But yes, I still believe that private sector is a place where reservation should not apply. And if any government which is trying to do this just to like fulfill their political motive, the uproar should be there, and the kind of uproar and backlash which we saw yesterday. One thing which I have noticed is we are not seeing that backlash from political parties. Yeah. We are not seeing that kind of backlash from BJP or any other party, because they also know that it will affect them. It will hurt their prospect in the elections. But yes, industry leaders, they have spoken up. They have spoken up their mind. Someone like Kiran Majumdar Shah, he has come up in opinion, and he had told in as many words that this is not going to do any good for the people of not only Karnataka. In Karnataka, as you know, as our viewers know, the Bangalore has developed into a Silicon Valley, and most of the big companies, big IT companies have their headquarters over there. What will happen to the people of Bihar or Uttar Pradesh or Maharashtra who are going and who are working there, who are already settled there? I have a lot of friends in Bangalore. You must have a lot of friends in Bangalore.
Also a big question on the Bangalore tech scene also.
Yes.
IT Minister for Andhra Pradesh, Nara Lokesh, asked companies to come to Vizag.
And why they will not go? Because see, private companies, they invest a lot of money, they invest a lot of time in their companies and all. Government has no right. Government has no right to regulate things like that. Yeah. Of course, you can draft policy, you can ask people to follow certain policies, but you can't dictate your terms. You can't ask people to keep seat reserved for people from a particular area or a part. This is the promotion of regionalism. Yeah. In a country like India, which is developing at a good pace, I believe, there's no place for this kind of regionalism and all. We are here to give an equal opportunity to people who are living across India, not only the people. See, one day if the Shinde government wakes up in Maharashtra and he says that I will not allow any Bihari or any person from Uttar Pradesh to work, only in Maharashtra only Marathis will stay. What will happen to the people who are working there? So I think this move is completely political. Yeah. There is nothing, no good. This is not going to do any good for Kannadigas.
So
also.
One thing I want to understand is, of course, the Karnataka government has some of the shrewdest Congress politicians right now, Siddaramaiah as well as DK Sivakumar. Of course, DK Sivakumar is also a pro-industry politician, as we know. So, and they would have known the kind of backlash they would get from the industry and the implications of such a bill. So, even then, why have they gone ahead with it, and what is it? Is there more profit to be gained from this, bringing it? Will they be able to review it and bring it back?
I think they were testing waters, that what kind of backlash that they will they will witness, and then I'm pretty sure that they will come up with something. They're not going to like keep this bill in on ice. They will not do that because they have already, there is a report by a commission which has recommended that I think some Maharshi Sarojini something committee has recommended that around 70 to 80% seats in some particular jobs should be kept reserved for Kannadigas. So the government is banking on that committee's report. But yes, see, committees give their report, but it's the job of the government, it's the duty of the government to calibrate those reports and to implement their recommendations in a certain manner. You can't just go one day and ask the companies to, okay, you should do this and you should not do that. See, Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, like you said, they are both very smart people. And of course, people of Karnataka are also very smart. They can see through this that what is going to happen. And I am pretty sure that Karnataka has not enough talent to fill all these positions. See, if we know that if suppose there is an Infosys and it has like 30,000 or 40,000 employees in a good position, in how will they fill all these positions by just hiring people from
That's an
Karnataka?
interesting and bold claim also, but an interesting one we'll see
because
in the future.
and then there are people from Bihar or from Uttar Pradesh who are talented, who are working, who have like got educated from good place in the country. Where will they go? Suppose a person from Bihar who has completed his engineering from IIT, where will he work? In Bihar, there are no big Infosys or IBM, or they don't have their center over there. They will definitely have to move to either to Hyderabad or to. It has begun. If it gets implemented in Karnataka, who is stopping the government in Telangana or government in Andhra Pradesh or government in Tamil Nadu to do the same? What will happen to the people who are from lesser developed part of the countries? It's our responsibility, the responsibility of the government. This is something which is really shocking for me, that a government one day wakes up and the government says that we will not allow anyone from other part of the country to work in our state. How will this work? I don't know. I'm completely against this idea.
Okay. So today we discussed what is behind this bill and why is there backlash sorts. There are several other angles. One angle is this regional quota demand that is growing in a number of places. We saw this with Maratha quota also. We'll be discussing that in the future videos. Stay tuned with DNA. You're watching Editor's Table.